Hello, my name is Kurt, you're watching Anime Basic, and I was one of the lucky ones who was able to get a PlayStation 5 on launch. So, it's been just over a year since I got my PS5, so you would assume that I've got some games, and I do! So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys my PlayStation 5 Games Collection. First up, we have Alan Wake Remastered. We are going to be going alphabetical. I never finished this game before I got it on PlayStation 5. I picked this up for about 50 bucks Australian, smashed it out in about 3 days, and it is fantastic, and I cannot wait for the sequel. Next up, we have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I haven't touched it yet. I got it for about $28, I think, on Amazon. I'm pretty much just keeping it around because I got it cheap, and also I'm going to get, probably like 30 hours of gameplay out of it at least when I don't have any new games to play, so I'll hold on to this for that. Then we've got Marvel Avengers. This was fine. I think people gave it more shit than it probably deserved, but I think it's like a solid 6 out of 10. I don't think there's any like real replay value to it, but for a one and done story game, I think it's pretty okay. Next up, we have Ballon Won the World, which I keep wanting to say Ballon Wonderland because I think that's a better title. I knew this game was crap, and I only bought it because it was $15 and I wanted to pad out my PlayStation 5 Games Collection. Plus, if I'm ever bored shitless one day, then, $15 may be well spent. I might get some entertainment out of something being so bad it's good. Then we've got Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition. So I had Borderlands 3 on PC, and I also had it on PlayStation 4. And funnily enough, the Ultimate Edition contains the PlayStation 5 disc, as well as the DLC for Season Pass 1 and 2. So this cost me about $60 Australian, and it would have cost me like $80, I think, to buy both the Season Passes for my PS4 copy. So it was just cheaper to buy this. Plus, my wife and I can play split-screen co-op without the game freezing every time one of us opens a menu. If you play this on last-gen console, you know exactly what I mean. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I haven't touched this at all. I've only installed it to my console because I want to play the campaign. I let the game fully install and update. Went to launch the campaign only to find you then have to download the campaign separately, so that kind of pissed me off, but I haven't touched it yet. Deathloop. This got amazing reviews. I like it, but I really haven't put that much time into it, just because I like it, but I really haven't put that much time into it. I think just where I'm at mentally right now, I don't have time for like the patient gameplay I think I need to be taking advantage of in this game. Then we've got Death Stranding Director's Cut. Once again, I haven't really played this. I just got it because it was like cheap on Amazon. I've got the original PS4 version. When I played of it, I enjoyed it, but I didn't like the performance. And once I saw there was like a proper PS5 copy, then I snatched it up for cheap. And we've got the Demon's Souls remake. This is, if not the best PlayStation 5 game, it's one of the best. If you have a PlayStation 5, get this. If you haven't played any of the Souls games, they're hard. This is one of the easier ones. And if you have played the Souls games, then hey, this is an easier one that you can add to your collection. The gameplay is intact from the PlayStation 3 version, and the graphics look amazing. If someone tells you that there's no good PlayStation 5 exclusives yet, you can tell them to go fuck themselves, because this is an amazing one. Then we got Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. I fucking love this game. I love Devil May Cry, and anything they released in Devil May Cry, Borderlands, or Resident Evil on the PlayStation 5, I will buy. Then we've got Far Cry 6. This is the game I'm currently playing on my PlayStation 5. I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm probably like 70% through the game right now. It doesn't have as much personality as Far Cry 3 or 4, but I'm definitely enjoying it, and the soundtrack is pretty dope as well. Then we have Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. I haven't touched this at all. Like COD, I've installed it, but I haven't touched it yet, just because it's like, I really, really want to play it, and I've heard it's amazing, and it also takes up a shit ton of space on my PlayStation, but I know it's a massive time sink, so I'm kind of waiting until I finish some of my other games before I even touch this. Then we've got Godfall. This was one of the games I bought on launch with my PlayStation 5. I pretty much bought it exclusively as like a tech demo, like to show people how amazing the graphics on the PlayStation 5 can look, and I think it's still good for that. Like, the gameplay is fine and the story is pretty meh, but for like an actual graphics showcase, this thing couldn't be better for it. I think there's an expansion coming out soon if it's not already out. But if you're playing the PlayStation Plus version, I think they just give you all the endgame stuff, which honestly is Godfall's probably biggest weakness. This was a really cool tech demo, not just for the graphics of the PlayStation 5, but also to show off the haptics, like the haptic triggers. I think that's what they're called. I can't remember what they're called. But basically, like, your small attacks had no resistance, but then like your stronger attacks would have a lot of resistance on the trigger. And I think at launch, it was just this game and Astro's Playroom that actually showed off those triggers properly. Can't say for certain, but I think that's what the case was. Then we've got Immortals Phoenix Rising. I haven't touched it. I watched my wife play a ton of it. Looks like Breath of the Wild mixed with a lot of the usual Ubisoft collectathon stuff. And I'll get around to it one day, but you know, as you can see, I've got other games on my backlog to play first. Then we've got Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. So I have Mortal Kombat 11 on PC. I bought it on Switch when it came out for Switch as well, because I wanted to have a portable version of Mortal Kombat. And so once it got a PlayStation 5 version, I went, you know what? I didn't buy it on PlayStation 4. I bought Mortal Kombat X on PlayStation 4. So, you know, screw it. I'll pay. It wasn't even that much. I think it was like around $60 Australian, like when it first came out, which was like a couple weeks after the PlayStation 5 came out. So this was a pretty good price for a near launch PlayStation 5 game, and it looks fantastic, plays amazing. I love Mortal Kombat. Then we've got Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Once again, another actual PlayStation 5 exclusive. Not just like console exclusive, this is exclusive. You can't get this on PC, it's only on PlayStation 5, and it is definitely one of the best games on the PlayStation 5. Once again, if anybody tells you there are no PlayStation 5 exclusives, or at least any good ones, once again, show them this and show them Demon's Souls. Amazing game. Graphics look fantastic. This is actually also an amazing tech demo to show off the graphics on the PlayStation 5. And then we have Resident Evil Village. If everything went well, you should be seeing a Resident Evil like complete game and movie collection from me soon. If not, things didn't go well. But yeah, I played this on PC and on PlayStation 5. It was definitely a different experience on the PlayStation 5 just because of the triggers on the controller. It was cool feeling the differences in feedback based on if you're using like a pistol, a machine gun, or a shotgun. Very cool. This is actually one of my favorite Resident Evil games. I think my favorite is still Resident Evil 4, then followed by Resident Evil 2 Remake, and then I think this takes the number 3 spot. Then we've got SpiderMan Miles Morales. So this is actually the Ultimate Edition, so you can see it includes SpiderMan Remastered, which has the new Peter Parker model, which I actually really hate. It makes him look younger than Miles, which is not how it's supposed to be, but that's a great game. Spider-Man Miles Morales is a great game as well, and you should definitely pick it up. Then finally, we have Watch Dogs Legion. Haven't touched this yet, once again, just picked it up kind of cheap. It's going to be another Ubisoft collectathon, but you know, when I run out of games to play, then this will be there waiting for me with Assassin's Creed and Final Fantasy. So that's it for my PlayStation 5 games collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'd like to see what games you have in your collection in the comments down below. My name is Kurt, you've been watching Anime Basic, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.